Alrighty, team. We finally break the curse today. We break the curse, indeed. So, today's recap, the 23rd, end of the week, August 2025. So, let's start off. Took two trades today. Start off with Euro USD. Yeah, sure. So, coming into market opening, I see we have this huge kind of this 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 humongous little downtrend we got here on the 5 minute. But on the 1 minute, on the 1 hour, doesn't really look like much. Our major swing point was from these highs to these lows. So that's my trading range because this isn't enough of a pullback to for me to consider it to be a major high and a major low. This is kind of like a little pause, and then we had that little drop down. But again, to me, this is my range. So equilibrium is all the way up here. um, at this fair value gap. So I was happy shorting around this area, but we didn't get very far in price. So I went into the 5 minute and I started to see what order flow was to look like. I see that in Asia we had a huge drop off, and then before London session opened, we started kind of respecting um, like bullish order flow. So we had this low here, this high, this low, this high, this low, and this high. So I was like, okay, cool. So when I took this trade, we were still in this leg here. Uh, I mean, you can consider this um a tiny leg. I mean, micro. We're talking about like kind of this like we broke 5 minute structure to the downside, and it instantly gets disrespected. We break it again, disrespect it, and then we break it again. And I'm looking to see whether we respect this 5 minute POI or not. This is purely a 5 minute bullish order flow trade because we didn't at the time we didn't break any 1 hour fractal structure yet. So if I were to trade New York, I would look for a continuation since we had our first breaker structure up to the upside. So it was purely like, okay, cool. Is this 5 minute gap gonna hold or not? Like that's what it was. It was a little bit risky. I'll say this is more an of aggressive kind of play style. Well, not play style, but trading style. But I will see that we could have easily broke through this gap and this trade would have been invalid. But I see we get a couple pushes up and I enter purely on this candle here. When we had that big drop down, we worked we swept out these lows and made this candle. I entered because we swept these lows. This should be technically a protected low, um, and I was just targeting a 1 to 2 because we were still in this fair value gap. As in this gap, we could have easily taken out um, these lows again. We could have easily taken out um, after completely filling this gap. We could have take out all these kind of equal lows here, sort of. Um, but this definitely generated a lot of liquidity here. But yeah, we had that sweep, um, and that confirmed it for me as we had that sweep in that POI, not breaking through it, and take profit. Yeah, as a 1 to 2. I wasn't really targeting anything far, as again we haven't formed 1 hour fractal structure yet, because at the time we were still in this um, kind of leg down. So I was just targeting a 1 to 2. Um, this is also confluences where this fair value gap, of course, and equilibrium from these lows to these highs filled it in to continue up again. And that was my trade for Uh, Euro USD. Moving on. GBP USD. Another winner. Um, so coming in the market open, kind of the same situation here. Um, we kind of chopped up a little bit, had that drop down, but to me, my swing range is as we broke structure here, and also we broke it here. So to me, this was a valid pullback, filled an equilibrium, and dropped down again. But to me, this is not a valid pullback with such a huge long range here for price not to come near close to a POI in this area in the 1 hour. It's just not valid to me. So this is the swing structure I was working with. Um, we also had an extra confluence with these high time frame lows being taken out in Asia session. So um, straight away off the rip, when London opened, I mean Asia again had that big drop down, and in London we started to disrespect bearish order flow and go into a bullish one. So when market opened, I'm like okay cool. Where was the recent kind of break of structure? So I'm looking at these ones. I'm looking at these ones. Um, then we kind of chopped up here, and also I could also yeah, and I'd say these ones as well. So kind of fractal break of structures here, but we did break structure as we did we fill in this gap a little bit. Yeah, we did. We slightly tapped back into it and then came back up again. And was it near our? Yeah, it was near our. Um, it was near our equilibrium. So this was the leg up, and I was kind of waiting for a pullback into this area. Not this area, as again, we kind of wanted to be in that equilibrium range from here to here, as to follow kind of bullish order flow. So I don't really care about this fair value gap being disrespected, and it would have not mattered anyways because we still had this one here. Um, so coming into market opened, I see this fair value gap here. I see we broke structure. We broke it here. This would have been a 1 minute major high and major low. We broke that. We break internal here. We break internal here. We break internal here. And we made that higher up. I'm looking for this fair value gap to hold. So I'm looking for a sweep. As we started kind of ranging here as well. So I was kind of just like, oh, okay, if we're not getting some solid push out of it, I want to see a sweep and not close below. And so we did get that sweep. We closed here and I entered, targeting a 1 to 2 again, just because um, that structure, there wasn't any 1 hour kind of fractal structure being printed yet. So we're just kind of in this just two candles kind of pattern here. Um, so yeah, targeting a 1 to 2. Both these trades took a long time, especially this one. We definitely chopped out. I was really thinking about getting out at a break even, just because um, just because of how choppy we were in this fair value gap. But I see that we weren't closing really strong into this fair value gap. Like it was holding. It's like we broke structure and then we tapped back into this kind of this like consolidation area again, like almost like an order block, and price just came out of it again. So I was just kind of just like, okay, I could let this sort of run um, and see how we do in this area. Price ended up holding, and I held this trade out, targeting a 1 to 2, just because we had no confluences except it being in a premium, Oh no, it being in a discount, not a premium. So if I were to short, it would definitely be up here. Um, and with New York and Asia uh, following this continuation, and we started making some bullish order flow um, on the 5 minute. I was thinking that we could target these highs, target at least the oh wait, sorry guys, at least this kind of Asia high here. But again, wanted to just because we're overall in a downtrend. Um, these were my draw on liquidities here, here, and here. As prices doesn't have to come up and hit equilibrium, we can just sweep uh, this 1 hour high. Let me zoom in for you guys. This 1 hour high, this 1 hour high, and this 1 hour high. Um, and that would technically be like it's kind of enough fuel to dump back down again. Um, but again, confluences where we were in a discount, so buyers are more willing to step in, not a premium to go short, and also 5 minute order flow from uh, when Asia started having this push up and London kind of just continued the trend here. As I'm only on the charts for like maybe I'm only willing to take a trade only 2 hours into market open. Well, that's my rules. So cheeky little continuation here. Um, good day to end off the good to end off the week like this. Uh, and let's see how next week goes. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Make sure you guys enjoy. Take some time off the charts. Relax a little bit. Enjoy life. Um, and yeah, hope you guys have a good one. Good night, team. Hope y'all won today.